High up in eastern Nevada, tucked near the Utah border, lies a place of stark beauty and ancient secrets. This is Great Basin National Park, a protected expanse established in 1986. Getting here usually means taking Nevada State Route 488, connecting from U.S. routes 6 and 50 near the small community of Baker. It's roughly a 290-mile drive north from the bustling lights of Las Vegas, leading you into a world that feels worlds away. The park takes its name from the vast geographic region it inhabits, the Great Basin. This is a dry, mountainous area stretching between the mighty Sierra Nevada and the Wasatch Mountains. Geographically, it's part of what's known as the Basin and Range Province, a landscape defined by parallel mountain ranges separated by wide valleys. It's a land where water has nowhere to flow but inward, creating a unique hydrological system. One of the most remarkable features here stands quiet and ancient against the sky, the Great Basin bristlecone pines. These aren't just old trees, they are among the oldest known living organisms on Earth, non-clonal ones, anyway. They cling to the rocky slopes at high elevations, enduring harsh conditions for millennia. Their twisted, weathered forms tell stories of time that span thousands of years. Perhaps the most famous and poignant story among the bristlecones involves a tree nicknamed Prometheus. Discovered near Wheeler Peak, this particular pine was estimated to be at least 5,000 years old. But its long life came to an end in 1964, when a graduate student and United States Forest Service personnel cut it down for research. The act remains a subject of historical discussion within the park's narrative. Despite the seemingly arid environment, the park and surrounding valleys support a surprising diversity of life. Mammals roam the landscape, with 61 documented species making a home here. You might spot everything from small creatures like pygmy rabbits and chipmunks in the low-elevation sagebrush, to larger residents like pronghorns, coyotes, and badgers. Venture into the more rugged mountain slopes and valleys, and you could encounter cougars, bobcats, marmots, or even bighorn sheep. Elk and mule deer navigate these areas as well, alongside spotted skunks, shrews, and ringtail cats. It's a vibrant ecosystem adapted to the unique conditions of the Great Basin. Within the park's waters, a single native fish stands out, the Bonneville cutthroat trout. It arrived in these mountain streams naturally, eventually becoming isolated by changing climates. While other trout species were introduced over time, this native species holds a special place in the park's aquatic story. Below the surface, only 2 amphibian species have been positively identified, the western spadefoot toad and the leopard frog. The geological history of Great Basin National Park is a deep dive into time. Many rocks here formed some 550 million years ago, during the Cambrian period, when the region was submerged under a warm, shallow ocean. As the Paleozoic era unfolded, intense geological activity occurred, including faulting and mountain-building events that lifted metamorphic rock and introduced volcanic dikes and sills. This ongoing movement, including continuous faulting, shaped the distinct basin and range topography we see today. Later, during the Pleistocene ice ages, glaciation carved its mark on the higher peaks of the Snake Range. Massive ice flows sculpted canyon walls, creating U-shaped valleys, amphitheater-like cirques, and rocky moraines. The remnants of this icy past are still visible, including the small Wheeler Peak Glacier, clinging to the north flank of the park's tallest mountain. Below ground, another marvel awaits: Lehman Caves. Originally protected as a national monument in 1922 before being folded into the park, this cave system began forming hundreds of millions of years ago while still underwater. It's primarily composed of marble and limestone, which dissolve and reform into intricate cave decorations. The cave system deepened significantly during the Pleistocene as more powerful water flows eroded through the bedrock. Today, the cave stretches about 2 miles, making it the longest known in Nevada. Guided tours take visitors through illuminated passages, revealing stunning formations. The caves also host unique life forms, including bacteria, crickets, spiders, and several species of bats who forage outside but roost within. Beyond the caves and the peaks, the park offers other scenic highlights. Lexington Arch stands as one of the largest limestone arches in the western United States. The historic Lehman Orchard and Aqueduct speak to earlier human presence, while Stella and Teresa Lakes offer serene alpine beauty. These spots provide a range of landscapes to explore. Whether you're seeking a brief stroll or a challenging ascent, the park has trails to match. 12 designated trails range from short nature walks at lower elevations to the strenuous climb up to the 13,063-foot summit of Wheeler Peak. The altitude can be a significant factor on higher trails, requiring preparation. For the adventurous, backcountry routes crisscross the park's remote southern section, visitors typically start their journey at one of two centers: the Great Basin Visitor Center in Baker or the Lehman Caves Visitor Center closer to the park entrance. Both offer exhibits explaining the park's geology, natural history, and cultural past. They provide orientation films to help plan your exploration. One intriguing recent addition to the Great Basin Visitor Center is a Winchester Model 1873 rifle. Found leaning against a juniper tree in the park in 2014, it was left there for over 130 years, exposed to the elements. Its story, a quiet mystery of who left it and why, captures the imagination and highlights the park's vast, untamed nature. Despite its classification as part of the arid Great Basin, the park experiences a varied climate due to significant elevation changes. Lower areas receive very little rainfall, mostly from winter snow or summer thunderstorms. The climate is considered warm summer humid continental at the Lehman Caves Visitor Center elevation. Winters are cool, summers mild to hot, but weather can shift rapidly, especially at higher altitudes. The Lehman Caves themselves maintain a remarkably constant 50 degrees Fahrenheit with high humidity year-round, a stark contrast to the world outside.